The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7, and it reads, Then answered I and said, What shall be the pardon asunder of times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Verse 8, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. First and foremost, I want to give our honor, our glory, our praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikaha Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, to the Akim and the Akwap that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom. This is Brother Balmalak coming at you with a quick lesson. And this lesson really is just going to center around, since man was placed on the earth, that the triumph, we're going to go to Job, the 20th chapter, and read. I ain't no sense me trying to paraphrase it, but, we coming to the end, and we know this is the end of this age, the end of Esau's age, the end of his rulership. That's what we're fighting for. That's that the men of the Lord on the highways and the byways. I always say the highways and the byways, and they're making these lessons, to try to what? We're trying to activate the hopeful elect and the hopeful 1/3, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have put this wisdom knowledge in, but they haven't heard it. And then when they hear it, they're gonna come back into their remembrance. So, but Esau is his rulership is circling the drain, man. It's circling the drain. It's nothing no one can do about it. I often say that you Christians, y'all can go to the front of the church, and y'all can go bend the knee, and y'all can pray, and y'all can hold hands, and y'all can pray for America, and y'all can pray for togetherness. Y'all should pray that everybody can be one people. But the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai He's already spoken through his holy scriptures. So it's nothing y'all can do to bring about the judgment of the earth, the judgment to Esau, Edom, and the 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who are going to face the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in these last days. So your best bet is to repent. Your best bet is to start calling on the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only answer. There's no other answer. You can't, there's nothing you can do. You can't go take out a loan at a bank and go try to get you $1 million so you can go buy you a bunker, a nuclear hideaway bunker. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is sit and wait and watch the prophecies come to pass, because they are coming to pass. You got Bill Gates. I think one of the brothers posted, a lesson where he was saying that every person on the earth gonna have to get what? A digital imprint. They're gonna have to get this digital imprint. So you can't say is that the MOT to the B, Salakia, is sleeping with white women. You're no longer gonna be able to say that it's a philosophy. You're no longer gonna be able to say that is worshiping Caesar Borgia, who we know to be what? Jesus the Christ. So that's why we're coming out here calling the hopeful elect and hopeful 1/3, that they may be activated, that they may repent, so that we can get up out of here. But we know everything is on the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's time. But we do know that we're in the last days of the last of the last days. So let's go to the book of Job, man. Let's go to the book of Job. The book of Job, chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 4. It said, Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed on the earth? Verse 5, Job 20 and 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And those are the global elites. They only going to have just that one moment of joy, man. Even though it's been over, they been in rulership, over 1,000 years now, but it's a moment, in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For a matter of fact, it's only been 2.5 days, since they've been in rulership. It's only been 2.5 days since Esau Edom has been in the rulership in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now we're occupying these old sinful bodies, these old mortal bodies, and that 1,000 years, feel like it's been 25,000 years. Verse 5 again, Job 20:5. It said that, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And they only had this moment, man. And they about to have their last hurrah. Their last hurrah is what? The implementation of the MOT to the B. That's their last hurrah, man. And they know it. The elite, they know that this is their last ditch effort. This is their last, what? This is their plan, what? You got plan A, B, and C. This is their plan C. This is the last one. Plan A didn't work. When the 19 came, that was their A and B. Now they at their plan C. This their last hurrah, man. They like, damn, we couldn't get them niggas to follow, our agenda. So we know they not gonna follow the agenda when the MOT to the B, when we bring it to pass. Verse 6, this is Job 26. It said, though his excellency mount up into the heavens and his head reaches unto the cloud, how do his excellency mount into the heavens? Well, they always sending out these, these satellites. They always sending these satellites out, into the space. That's how they head reach unto the clouds. Why? Because they got eyes up there. They can see everything. That's how they even got that dew. They even got that dew up there. That's that probably was used, on the island of Maui. They got that DEW up there. Verse 7, Job 20:7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. What is that dung? It say right there, got an asterisk, refuse, but we know that to be what? That, dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And it's going to come to we're coming into a time of period where we ain't going to have to ask, where is he? Because we know he's going to be in chains. We know that he's going to be building up the kingdom of heaven. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all idea of heaven is that, y'all going to be floating. You're going to be in a spiritual realm with the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and y'all going to be in a spiritual bliss. But heaven and earth is going to be played out on the planet Earth, just as it is right now. This is Esau's heaven, and this is your hell for 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And really for all of Israel right now, this is our hell. Just did a lesson yesterday. You go to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse what? 11 and 12, or 12 and 13 said we look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? So we know that heaven and hell is going to be played out on the planet Earth, and Esau is about to come into his hell. Right now, he's still in his heaven. He's in the last stages of enjoyment of his so-called heaven. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 8, it says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And all this is symbolic. Yeah, he's going to be chased away. He's going to be chased into them chains, man. Yeah, he got a price to pay. He's not just going to, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not just going to come down and destroy the America, Babylon the Great, and not give his recompense to Esau Edom. No, they gonna have to. Oh yeah, no, they they are vessel fitted for destruction. That's what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua said. They are vessel fitted for destruction. Verse 9, it said, I also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. His place is no anymore is gonna behold him. Why? Because he's gonna find himself in no change. Go to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the earth with cities. They're not going to fill the face of the earth with cities anymore, man. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing that the Lord Yahweh Hashem, again, that's mercy for Israel, and that's recompense. Esau will no longer fill the face of the earth with cities anymore. He'll never fill the face of the earth with cities anymore, man. That's a beautiful thing. You won't have to worry about going into a restaurant and seeing old weirdos coming with when you see a man with pink and blue eyeliner, you know, with purple hair. Or green hair. You'll never see that shit again in the kingdom. Joker walking around twisting like a woman. You'll never have to worry about seeing that any longer. You won't have to worry about no government trying to push the little bit agenda on anybody. You won't have to worry about waking up and talking about the nations are going to war against each other. You won't have to worry about death any longer, because we're going to be put on, this mortal must put on immortality, right? You're not going to have to worry about when you go out in town, you see a bunch of homeless people. You ain't going to have to worry about that anymore. All those, that'll be a thing of the past, man. You won't have to worry about this devil, man, you know, worrying about your sons and your daughters making it home. Why? Because they've been kidnapped, child abduction, and what? For their organs to be used. You won't have to worry about that any longer. You won't have to worry about them telling y'all that y'all need a job so you can put some food on your table. The kingdom is going to be just, man. No one is going to be walking around talking about they hungry. No one is going to be walking around looking like a damn bugged out drug addict. That's what we're praying for. That's what we're fighting for. A new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. We know that is far-fetched for 2/3 of the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. They don't see that as being righteous. 2/3 of the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, what they want to do is they want to see people, you know, at their worst state, so they can say, if I ain't got no feelings for them, because what, you know, I went to school, I got me a degree, you know, I'm doing well for myself. All they had to do is choices. It's the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh, man's goings of the Lord. How can man then understand his own way? But in the kingdom, everything is going to be all righteous. The kingdom of heaven will be all righteous, that all the nations will be in order. The nations will know the name of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh. The nations will know that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are holy people. Who wouldn't want that? Oh, I forgot. 2/3 don't want that. 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't want that. Why? Because Esau, Edom is not promised any. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah. See, because you're not going to see this. Your pastor, he's not going to read the book of Obadiah in his church. And if he do read, he'll say, this already happened. And we're going to read it. We're going to read, man. We're going to read this, man. It said, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh, the power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathens. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. You know, and why? And ambassador, you know, we know they're going to be Hamashiach Yahweh, but also at the same time right now, we know that what? China, North Korea, you know, and Russia, they rising up against, you know, Babylon. They rising up against Edom. And most of, and the Russians, they are Edomites as well, but they don't know it because Esau, Edom, what they did, they confused everybody, you know, gave everybody their nationality by the landmass that they live on, or by the country that they live in. So you have a Spaniard, he'll say he's Spanish. You'll have a French, oh, I'm French. Or you'll have a German, he'll say he's German. See, they no longer call themselves what their nationality, the biblical nationality are, so they call themselves after their landmass. Verse 2, it said, behold, I made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Esau is small among the heathens, and thou art greatly despised. And let's see this word heathen. Got an asterisk right by the heathen. Let's see. So the nations. That's right. If you're not part of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, you're considered a heathen. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that you're not under the holy banner of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Hawashah. Verse 3, it said, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's one thing about Edom. What they said, their habitation is high. You know, they always build these big ass office buildings, man, and these and what they go to the penthouse. They'll tell you, oh, he stay on the penthouse. That means that you sitting high and you looking low, just like Hamashiach Yahweh. That's what they think. Verse 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh. The Lord gonna bring them down. There's nothing they can do about it. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 9, it said, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And that's what they do. They think they're going to be delivered from the power of evil. Verse 5, it says, if thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And that's what Esau, when he come, he gonna take all your natural resources. See, he's not gonna leave enough for your nation, you know, to benefit, so that you can have some kind of generational wealth, you know, for your people. No, he said he gonna take all the generational wealth and he gonna give it to his people, his kind, the Idumeans. And the Lord is asking a question. Damn. You know, if a thief came, will he not steal the whole house? Damn, he would have left something in the house, a couch. He would have left maybe one TV if he couldn't get them all before, you know, before 5-0 came. He's all like, I'm gonna take it all. I don't want you to have nothing. Verse 6, it said, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? And how are the things of Esau searched out? Verse 7 said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And that's what's happening right now. That's why you got this BRICS. You know, you had what? 40, you know, like I seen something where it was like 70 some other nations that had, the elders say they seen something with 42. I think I seen something, I was reading, I think it was the Guardian News, and it was like 70 other nations have applied, you know, to join the BRICS. And that's the British, the Russians, the Indians, China, and the South Africans. So 70 other nations have joined, have applied to be members of the BRICS. Why? Because what? They trying to devalue the dollar. And 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they got their head buried in the damn sand. You see that volleyball pit right there? They got their head buried underneath that sand because they don't want to see that this place is circling the drain. They don't want to see that America is completely finished, through, kaput. Verse 8, shall not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Hawashah destroyed the wise men out of Edom. That's why they circling the drain. You look at what what your boy Joe Biden, he was over there in Maui, right? He was over there in Maui. And as you seen his wife, I think it was his wife holding his hand, and she was holding his hand because why? Because if she wouldn't held on to him, the guy probably would have just goddamn started walking, you know, in a circle. He would have been walking in a circle, man. He just walking. And, you know, and that's just that he old, man. He old. And he's supposed to be the wise man. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans y'all jumped to the polls to elect that man to be y'all new Caesar. And then what did he say? He went in there and said that he described, you know, the loss that those people had suffered over there in Maui. He said at one time he had a small kitchen fire in his house. That nigga, he compared them people losing everything to a small kitchen fire in his house. He done, man. You know, that's the wise. That was y'all wise men. That's who y'all vote. Y'all don't vote for a president that, you know, if y'all don't believe that he's at least as smart or more educated than yourself. Verse 9, and the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. The mount of Esau the mount of Esau is gonna be cut off by slaughter. Verse 10. This is Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. What? Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Verse 10, Obadiah 1 and 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Thou gonna be cut off forever. Jacob and Esau, that's what this whole movie has been about. Jacob and Esau. And we know 2/3 of the Negro, Latino, and Native American, it's still not registered. It's still, you know, because 2/3 can't get right. These scriptures can't register with 2/3 of the Negro, Latino, and Native American. So the hell with them. Verse 11, it says, in that day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them. And Esau, he was like, hey man, hey, all y'all got to do is y'all get them. We'll take them back to the new Americas. We'll take them back to the new Americas. That's what Esau, that's what he did. He just watched the other nations, you know, and then what? He got his blood on his hand as well. Because he said what? For time of mourning for my brother Jacob, you know, he said, I will, what he said, he was going to kill his brother. Really, a time of mourning for their father Isaac. After that, he was going to just kill his brother Jacob. And what is Jacob? Jacob is progenitor of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Verse 12. Verse 12, this is Obadiah 1 and 12. But thou should have not looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. You know, and he always spoken proudly against Judah in the day of their distress. We didn't do it. We weren't alive when all that took place. That was our forefathers. Let's go back. Y'all always talking about y'all forefathers. Let's go back to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. See, what y'all didn't fail to understand, that the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he don't care. This is what he said, Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter. I read it earlier. Prepare slaughter for the children, for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So y'all gonna bear the iniquity of y'all fathers, man. Esau, Edom is bearing the iniquity of their fathers. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua got y'all niggas in a trick bag, man. There's nothing y'all can do about it. There's nothing you can't. Again, y'all can't go to the front of the church and, you know, and bend down and bend the knee. Y'all can't hold hand with Jake. Y'all can do all those things y'all want to do, and y'all can go and ask for forgiveness. But, you know, the prophecies have already been spoken. The scriptures have been written. So there's nothing y'all can do about it. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Matter of fact, let's go to Numbers, man. I didn't want this to be long. Let's go to Numbers 23. It says in verse 19, it says, God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Have he said, and shall he not do it? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? The Lord Yahweh has spoken it. He gonna make good of it. It's nothing no one can do about it. It's, you know, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all can pray, and y'all can say, y'all can pray to the Most High Yahweh Shai, but we know y'all praying to Jesus. Y'all can pray to Jesus and say, we forgive Esau, Edom, and but there ain't nothing Jesus can do, because Jesus is at lunch. Right now, he probably on, right now, good old Jesus, he probably on some what? He probably someone smoking a blunt. He probably someone smoking a blunt saying, damn, these niggas, it's 2023. They still don't know that their power name is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and there ain't nothing I can do for them. That's what he's saying. Damn. The prophets are back on the earth. All they got to do is listen, but 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans not going to listen. That's going to be to your detriment. Verse 13. Thou should have not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou should have not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14, neither should thou have stood on the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of their distress. Because what? Esau was like, hey man, you know, there they go, we gonna deliver them up. They got away, but we gonna capture them, and we gonna hand them over. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathens, and as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Hold on, let's read that again, man. This is Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Your reward is going to be returned upon your own head, Esau, Edom. Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, Jerusalem, Yasharahla, so shall all the heathens drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But, verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. See, deliverance is only to Zion. Let's go to Blue Letter and look at, see what Zion, because you know, say prove all things right, hold fast that which is good. Let's go to Obadiah. We're going in the Blue Letter. We're gonna see what Mount Zion is. We're gonna see what Mount Zion is, right? Because you people, y'all just don't get it. Let's get the Blue Letter, Zion in the Blue Letter. It'll come up. See if we got enough volume. It's in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 6726. Sion.
It's a parched place. Another name for Jerusalem, especially in the prophetic books. Another name for Jerusalem, Yasharahla. You know, you can't make this up, man. And Yasharahla. See, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, verse 17, Obadiah 1. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Just like it said in the book of Job, back to Job 27, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Shalom.